Have you ever wondered how one small act of kindness can completely change your life? What if helping a stranger not only changed your fate, but inspired millions around the world? This is the extraordinary story of a poor mechanic named Ayan, whose heart was richer than his wallet, and whose simple decision to help someone on a rainy night led to something no one could have imagined. It was late evening in a quiet village just outside the city. Dark clouds had rolled in without warning, and the sound of thunder echoed through the hills. Most people had shut their doors, their windows, their lives to the storm. But down a muddy road where cell towers barely reached, a sleek, black electric car stood stranded. Inside the car, frustrated and alone, was Elon Musk. He had been traveling without an entourage, choosing to take a quiet drive to clear his mind. Ironically, the world's most famous tech billionaire had been caught in a rare glitch in his own creation. A malfunction that left his car completely unresponsive in the middle of nowhere. No GPS, no Wi-Fi, no help. Just silence and the sound of the wind howling around him. A few kilometers away, a young mechanic named Ayan was sweeping the floor of his tiny roadside workshop. His tools were old, his shoes worn, and his earnings barely enough to buy food for the night. But there was something about Ayan that no poverty could take from him: his honesty, his humility, and his belief that no one should be left helpless. As he locked up his workshop, he noticed the faint blinking of hazard lights in the distance. While others might have ignored it, Ayan didn't. Grabbing his rusted toolbox and hopping on his bicycle, he began pedaling through the rain, unaware that destiny had already taken notice of him. When he arrived at the car, he saw a tall man standing beside it, drenched in rain. Elon Musk looked up, surprised to see anyone in such a deserted place. Ayan stepped closer and asked, "Car trouble, sir?" Elon nodded. "It just died on me, completely shut down, and I have no signal." Without asking anything more, Ayan popped the hood and got to work. The car's systems were far more advanced than anything he had worked on, but he didn't let that stop him. Using nothing more than his experience, some creative thinking, and tools held together with tape, he located a possible issue with the car's internal wiring and software boot cycle. The rain kept falling. His hands were trembling with cold. But Ayan didn't stop. His focus was like a surgeon's. Elon watched in awe, not just because Ayan was making progress, but because he had never seen someone work with so much care for a stranger. After nearly an hour, the car came back to life. Its lights turned on, dashboard screens flickered, and the engine hummed gently. Elon blinked in disbelief. "You fixed it." Ayan smiled and said, "It wasn't dead, just needed the right attention." He started packing his tools, ready to leave. "Glad I could help. Take care, sir." Elon was stunned. "Wait, don't you want any payment?" Ayan shook his head. "No, sir. You were stuck. I did what anyone should." He turned back toward the village, disappearing into the rain just as silently as he had arrived. Elon sat in the car for a few moments, staring at the steering wheel. In a world where everyone seemed to want something, this man had given without asking. That night back in his hotel, Elon couldn't sleep. His mind kept returning to that drenched, humble mechanic who fixed his car like it was his own, then walked away like nothing had happened. The next morning, luxury cars pulled up outside Ayan's workshop. Confused villagers gathered as bodyguards stepped out, followed by Elon Musk himself. Ayan, in his same old clothes, stepped out cautiously. Elon approached him with a smile. "Ayan, right?" "Yes, sir," he said nervously. Elon took out an envelope and handed it to him. Inside was a check. Ayan's eyes widened. $1 million. His hands shook. I didn't come to repay you, Elon said. I came to invest in you. Your heart is bigger than this village. I want to help you build something greater. Tears ran down Ayan's face. He couldn't speak. For a man who had always given with empty pockets, this moment was overwhelming. A few months later, that dusty roadside workshop had become a high-tech auto center. Ayan hired local boys, gave them training, and changed their lives too. But success didn't change him. He still woke up early, still swept the floors, still smiled at everyone like they were family. News channels began covering the story. The $1 million mechanic, they called him. But for Ayan, the reward wasn't the money. It was the fact that someone had seen the value in kindness, that being good, even when no one is watching, matters. This story isn't fiction. It's a reflection of the truth we often forget. Opportunity doesn't always knock with a loud bang. Sometimes it whispers quietly in the form of a stranger needing help. So next time you're in a position to help someone, do it. Not for money, not for fame. Do it because it's the right thing to do. The universe has a strange way of rewarding those who give from the heart. And if you found even a spark of hope in this story, if it reminded you that goodness still exists in this world, then take a moment to subscribe to our channel, because we believe in sharing stories that don't just entertain, but inspire. Your one click can help spread this message of kindness even further. And who knows, maybe your story is next. Sometimes the richest people are not the ones with money, but the ones with a heart full of kindness. Ayan didn't fix a car that night. He fixed the very idea that goodness still exists in this world. This story reminds us that you don't need millions to make a difference. All it takes is a moment of compassion, a helping hand, and the courage to do the right thing, even when no one is watching. Because when you lead with kindness, life finds a way to reward you in the most unexpected ways. If this story touched your heart, then don't let it end here. Subscribe to our channel for more real, powerful stories that prove humanity is still alive. Let's spread this message together, one story at a time.